it going, everyone, and welcome to another Market Watch video. Today I have a special guest with me, Sean. I'm sure all of you guys already know who he is, Elyyt. Sean, thank you so much for being on my channel
Thank you
today.
for having me. Appreciate it.
Okay, we're gonna be covering a bit about the player of the month and Black Friday real quickly. So I just want Sean to take over here with the question: when do you think is best to sell the player of the month?
All right. So with player of the month, you've got two different types of investments. You've got the ones that are specific to a certain player, and then you've got the ones that are just broad Premier League investments. So if you've got an investment for Leroy Sané, obviously we are thinking that he might win with 3 goals and 3 assists, as opposed to Kevin De Bruyne's 3 assists and no goals, and then Nacho Monreal is a defender, which kind of gives him a disadvantage. So those are kind of the only 3 that even have a possibility of winning it. But if you guys have a Leroy Sané investment like that Inform Fulkrug from a couple of weeks ago, what you're going to do is definitely sell those guys sooner rather than later. I would not hold those any longer, because what we saw last month was there was a leak for Harry Kane winning the player of the month. So all the Aguero investments, if you hadn't sold them yet, they were kind of tanking already. They dropped a ton, and you weren't making as much, if any, profit on your Otamendi investments or those Stefanelli Inform cards. So definitely sell those cards right now if you guys can. You know, if you've got a Fulkrug, if you've got any for specific teams or countries towards a player, if you invested in like Belgian Informs for Kevin De Bruyne. But if you got, you know, like Aaron Moy Inform, if you've got any Informs from the Premier League that are cheap, like the Cook or the new Borak Inform, you're fine. You can hold those, and I'd say probably sell those like Thursday night. I wouldn't wait till Friday morning. But the reason that I want you guys to sell those cards beforehand, the ones that are specific to a certain player, is because of that leak that happened last month. And even if there isn't a leak, there could be a fake leak that causes panic. You just don't want to be a part of that. Just go ahead and sell, take your profit, and get out of there.
Yeah, 100%. I completely agree with this statement. Really, better safe than sorry, guys. Another thing I wanted to cover with Sean was the path to glory Sané. Now, in your opinion, Sean, what could happen to Sané if he does get into the player of the month or not, or he does not get in?
Well, my opinion on the path to glory Sané going into player of the month, we do know that he will not get upgraded for player of the month. So I can't see him going up in price. Now, how much he drops, I don't know, especially because Man City play on Saturday. So I don't think that he might not take an immediate huge drop. I could see him dropping maybe 5, 10K, maybe 20K at the worst. It's not going to be huge, but obviously he can't go up. He's not going to get upgraded, and then there's going to be also another version of his card that you can get that is better than his Path to Glory card. But what I do see happening to his card is if he does not do anything crazy in the Manchester City versus Leicester City game this weekend, he's going to definitely crash in price after that game, because all these Path to Glory investments are really just leading up to this weekend of club games, and then after that we can just see a huge decrease in prices for Path to Glory cards. I could see 25 to 50% on some of these cards. For most of them, probably between like 10 and 20%, assuming they don't perform really well in their games. Obviously, if Sané scores a hat trick, he could actually go up in price. So that's probably my take on the Path to Glory Sané.
Okay, and as we're talking about the Path to Glory Sané, he's also gonna be, like, this weekend we're also heading into that Black Friday period. As you guys know, last year the lowest point for many players was basically a Sunday before the Black Friday was here. You guys know that Black Friday is gonna be on 24th, so this Sunday, if the market would react like last year, this could be the lowest Sunday to buy players. But we know that every year the market is different, and it can be completely another thing. Now, Sean, what's your take on the player prices? Do you think there's going to be another window to buy these cards for maybe even cheaper than they were?
I don't know if they'll be cheaper. They could get very close. They could be a little bit cheaper. But all we do know is that there are still 9 days until Black Friday. We've never seen prices get this low this early into a Black Friday promotion. We've seen it for Team of the Year before, but never for Black Friday. If you look back into the graphs from FIFA 14, 15, 16, 17, every single time it's been no more than a week before, and most of the time it's been like 3 to 4 days before on like that Monday and Tuesday leading up to Black Friday. So since we've already seen a little bit of a spike in prices, 12 days before, 11 days before, now we're 9 days away. they can't continue to rise steadily for 9 days leading up to what is known as the first crash of the year. At least it was in previous years. You could argue that Halloween had a little bit of a market crash. I don't know if it was a crash, but it definitely dropped prices. But this is a big promotion. It's one of the biggest promotions of the year, and the prices have started rising 11 days before the promotion starts. There's no way they continue to steadily rise for 9 more days. Will they get lower than what they were, say, on Sunday? It's really hard to tell, but you could definitely see some good deals, especially if you keep monitoring the market. The players that you guys are planning on buying, stay focused. There will be deals going up, and they're going to drop in prices. Overall, the answer is, yeah, they're definitely going to go down. There's going to be another point that is perfect to buy cards in.
Now, talking about like specific players, the more higher tier ones and the lower tier ones, what is your take on that? Like, what in your opinion would be a better time to buy, I don't know, like a Neymar, a Ronaldo, or maybe to buy an in from Jesus?
Okay, yeah, those are obviously the elite cards that everybody grinds all year to get in their weekend league squads. Those cards, I'd go with kind of what I just said. Like, there's going to be another point. You don't want to wait, I don't think, until Black Friday. I know Obal has mentioned this in previous videos, that Black Friday might actually be a decent time to buy because so many people are investing beforehand, and with the supply hitting the market along with the fact that people aren't liquidated anymore, it definitely makes sense that Black Friday could be a good time to buy cards this year as opposed to previous years. I still don't think during Black Friday is going to be the time. I think that it might be a little bit too late. Now, there could be points during Black Friday, the promotion, that you could actually get some good deals maybe on that Friday, Saturday, but I'd say definitely be a day early than a day late. So I think in a few days leading up to Black Friday, picking up those Ronaldos and those Neymars, those icons like Desai, Blanc, and Petit, and those big guys, pick up those guys then. For the lower rated cards though, Gabriel Jesus, 81 rated card, I'm not talking about the inform, I'm talking about Martial, I'm talking about Bakayoko, Florenzi, these like 83 and lower rated cards. There's just simply going to be too much supply from Black Friday packs. This is a huge pack promotion. There's going to be probably half price packs at times. We don't know that for sure. They actually weren't last year, but they have been in the past. There's going to be tons of 100k packs, 125k packs, 50k packs, lightning rounds, the whole thing. We're going to see everything. And since they're so low rated and they have value in FIFA, there's no way that an 81 rated card is going to stay 45,000 coins like Gabriel Jesus is. He's easily going to drop 10 to 15k just because of the huge supply.
Yeah, I completely agree on all of these points for Black Friday. There could be no time if EA, like you said, if they do like really crazy promotions and they throw a lot of coins away from this market, it could like come to surprise every single one and could like maybe provide us with a stagnation period or maybe even a lower period of price from Black Friday. But the whole point of EA like is selling FIFA points. And while doing that, I can see that maybe if they do such a thing, the half price coins or anything like that, they can do it on Friday. But then coming Cyber Monday, they need to do something to sell more FIFA points. It would be a good idea for them to like do it so they throw a lot of coins away from the market, then throw something really good on Monday during the Cyber Monday so people buy more FIFA points. So if they do it, it would be just like, in my opinion, one specific day, and that would be the Black Friday. So what I would also advise to everyone is, like Sean said right now, this weekend it could be a really low point going into the Black Friday. A few days before Black Friday, we could have a low point where we have a window to invest, and I would really suggest that we pick up players then, because come Black Friday, a lot of people will push the player prices up anyways, and a lot of people don't think in the way we think with the market. So if we for some reason see events that could potentially throw a lot of coins away from this market on Friday, I do think we still will have a window to do profit on, or maybe at least break even, to keep our coins safe, and then go along with it if we will expect certain events to like throw these coins away from the market. And